The Federal and Devaki Specialty Hospital jointly present the Madurai Marathon 2024 Run for Health on Sunday, October 20th, 2024. Entry is free for all.
Hello viewers. The war in the Middle East appears to be escalating, with Iran firing around 200 missiles into Israel on Tuesday night, which were mostly neutralized. And Israel, on the other hand, embarked on a ground invasion of southern Lebanon, and they claim it is limited to Hezbollah strongholds. The situation is on the edge. And so let's get a sense of what is happening in that sensitive region. And to talk about this, joining me is the Federal's managing editor, Dakshina Murthy, who tracks international politics very closely. Hi, Dakshin. So, uh, please tell me, will the conflict in the Middle East expand into an Iran-Israel war?
It certainly looks like that, but it won't happen in the conventional manner. We have had Iran firing around 200 ballistic missiles into Israel without causing much damage. There was one that landed close to the Mossad headquarters, causing a huge crater. Mossad, as you know, is the Israeli intelligence with a legendary reputation and a key arm of Israeli security. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said Iran has made a big mistake by launching the missile strike and that Israel will retaliate at an appropriate time.
And what do you mean the war won't expand in a conventional manner?
See, Iran and Israel are 2,400 kilometers apart. So a conventional war is ruled out. It can only be a war through airspace, which means by firing missiles at each other. Or if it expands, it could mean fighter aircraft attempting to bomb each other. Israel has demonstrated it is a superior military power with the backing of the world's superpower, the United States. Iran is not as strong as Israel, clearly. We have seen how its missiles have been neutralized by Israel's missile shield system. So the only other way for Iran is to wage a war through its allies, the Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, and the Hamas in Gaza. But over the last 1 year, the Hamas has been dealt a severe blow. The Hezbollah more recently has been hit hard, with Israel striking at its top leadership, including the assassination of Hassan Nasrallah. Israel has tried to follow up by sending its troops on a ground invasion of Lebanon, even if limited to Hezbollah strongholds in the south of Lebanon. But ground invasion is different from airstrikes. The latest reports from that area is that the Hezbollah has successfully resisted Israel's attempt at entering Lebanon. Israel has withdrawn its troops that had already entered South Lebanon. Many are reportedly injured. Details are still a bit sketchy. On the ground, the Hezbollah is strong and well networked, so it won't be easy for Israel. As for the Houthis, they have over the last year attacked shipping passing through the Red Sea, abutting Yemen. After a lull, they have resumed the attacks, specifically targeting ships affiliated to the West. Israel, in retaliation, has fired missiles into Yemen. In the last couple of days, smaller groups suspected to be affiliated to the Hezbollah, Hamas, Iran axis have attacked people within Israel. 2 armed men shot dead 8 people and injured 7 in Jaffa, to the south of Tel Aviv. This is an indication that there might be more such attacks within Israel in the coming days, if the war expands into a bigger theater, even if it is not conventional. Let us not forget that the pager and the walkie-talkie explosions were part of the same unconventional war. Though Israel has not formally claimed responsibility, reports have attributed it to Mossad, its intelligence wing.
Will United States help do this escalating conflict between Iran and Israel?
See, the Biden administration in the US over the last several weeks has attempted to rein in Israel. But Benjamin Netanyahu has all but ignored Washington's plea. At the same time, the US Israel relationship is such that the US is constantly expressing total support to Israel, despite it not heeding Biden's request to de escalate its assault on Gaza and the attacks in Lebanon. In other words, the US does not appear to have any leverage over Israel. Even if it has, it's unwilling to use it, especially at a time when presidential elections are round the corner. None, either in the Trump or Kamala Harris camp, would want to antagonize Israel, as their fortunes depend on the pro Israeli lobby in the US.
So, how will the conflict expand in the coming days? What will happen on the immediate aftermath, like in the upcoming days? Like, what is expected to happen?
More fighting, obviously, and across more regions in the Middle East, even if they are sporadic. The situation can change even more dramatically if Israel starts firing missiles into Iran, targeting its sensitive nuclear installations or other key infrastructure. In April this year, Israel fired missiles into Isfahan, which houses Iran's nuclear facilities. However, none of the nuclear installations were affected. Incidentally, Natanz, 100 kilometers from Isfahan, is where Iran has its nuclear uranium enrichment plant. So, firing missiles into Iran is one thing, but targeting nuclear facilities is another. The consequences could be catastrophic if a missile actually hits a nuclear facility. But analysts, however, say the chances are that Israel will not go to that extent. But whatever that is, tensions will continue to remain, if not rise in the coming days, with sporadic and unexpected attacks from around the region where Israel and Iranian interests intersect.
Okay. So, let's see how the conflict escalates in the coming days. Thank you so much for your time, Dakshin.